This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
Girl, real talk. This whole "it's a new year, time to reinvent myself" trash is not the vibe for 2024. You can find someone who loves you for you, as you are. You don't need to read a stack of self-help books, only eat sad salads, or start meditating at 5 a.m. to be ready for dating. So yeah, my advice is to download Bumble and find someone who embraces you the way you are right now. Let me know how it goes.
Hey y'all, guess what time it is? It's the Grawlix Saves the World time.
All right, the Grawlix saves the world.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grawlix saves the world.
All right, guys, I think you're going to like what I'm about to do here, so just check this out. You've been in a long relationship, but it's bad, okay? It's toxic. It's not good for you. You finally break out of it. You're like, fuck this. I'm better than this. I'm done. You get in the car. You're free. You're going on a drive to just into your new life. And what do you play? There's only one option. It's this podcast, The Grawlix Saves the World.
Wow.
Welcome to it. I'm Adam Caton Holland.
My name is Ben Roy.
And I'm Andrew Orvidal. What an image.
And congrats on setting yourself free. This is the sound of your new life. This is the podcast where we better the world around us by bettering ourselves. And thank you for bettering yourself by breaking up with Keith. He was a piece of shit.
You were
And
always
you're
better than
that.
Keith. Yeah. And
We knew it. We saw Keith come in the door and we were like, this is not the right person for them. Not the right
But
person.
you were so in love with him, and you seemed happy, and all we value is your happiness. So we didn't say anything.
And we
No
thought
one's
Keith,
saying
we thought Keith could
doesn't
change.
have an amazing body. Keith is ripped, but
Keith rocked the bod.
yeah, but I mean, the body and a huge dong isn't everything in a relationship.
Not at all.
It's
And
like
you know that
80% of
now.
it, and the other
And you know that
20%
now.
you're seeing could really tip.
And we're
this.
glad for the sex you had with Keith.
Yeah,
And for telling us about it.
And for telling us about it. But I want you to know that Keith is gone, and who's still here? The three of us.
Yeah.
And we always will be. We'll always be here for you, and that is a promise.
A Grawlix promise.
Well, what are we doing in today's episode, dudes?
That's a great question.
I've got a challenge. I've got a burly challenge. I've got a real challenge.
Andrew's got a challenge.
Let me
Yeah.
step back and say, you're getting the most improved award, Andrew. You got most improved
Really?
player on this pod. You phoned it in for 30 episodes, and
Yeah.
you didn't phone it in, but you certainly wouldn't bring a chow. I don't know if you were timid because Ben and I are such strong personalities, but you would not bring.
No, he was
anything.
afraid of a chow chow. I think because he knows chow chows typically are biters. You know what I mean? And he
Chow
never,
chows are nippy little yippy biters, and Andrew
Yeah.
was afraid to
he was
raise
afraid
one
to get
himself.
bit by a chow chow, but now he's brought the chow chow in.
He'd always pet a chow chow once we domesticated it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he would never go out and
I
get a chow chow.
Adam, I actually think the biggest reason that Andrew didn't contribute more is because we regularly rejected his ideas.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts. Pretty
might have played a
poor
part.
batting
Yeah.
average.
Might have played a part.
Yeah.
And I think we're just letting him in more. And I think rather than congratulating Andrew, it says a lot more about our growth as people.
Congrats
Maybe.
to you and me, Ben,
Yeah.
for hearing Andrew. But I do have to say, if we're the pitchers in this metaphor and we just threw at Andrew's head, I'd say he kind of stepped out of the batter's box a little bit and was like, if you're just going to throw it in my head, I guess I'll learn how to hit it when you throw it in my head. And he started hitting
I've
it.
moved the strike
He's
zone
kind of
up
doing this
and next to my
over
head.
a hand pinata type,
kind of like a
swat at the
lightsaber
ball.
swing.
So you moved the strike zone around, and good for you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Because you've been bringing some bangers. So
That's how often
I'm
I
not-
get pitched out of my head that I know to step
Yeah, and I
back
wanna
out
be
of the
back.
box.
Step back and swing up.
I want to be
Step back
clear
and
about
swing
this,
up.
Andrew. Adam and I have talked about it as early as today, and we still think you're a dumb fuck. Okay, and I want you to know that. But we're coming around to your ideas mostly because I'm tapped out.
I think you're getting lazier.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I don't think the quality of my
very
ideas is
tired.
better. I think you guys, you're tired of throwing up on my head. You're winded. I think that's what it is.
I got a rotator cuff injury that's been nagging me. I'm in the bath after every game from just beating your head. But anyway,
So while I'm not optimistic, this will be a good challenge.
Ron is spinning
I
his.
am willing to hear you out.
My favorite
I'm
moment
willing
of
to hear
every
you out.
pod is when producer Ron gives us the wrap up the riff, boys. Take her
Wrap
back.
up the riff.
Take her back to the garage on this one.
No, I'm still riffing. Wrap up the riff and put it in a nice little package on the listener's porch. This is the Grolic Saves the World. We're just starting again.
Yeah, you just got a delivery from Amazon with some fresh riffs inside.
Amazon. All right.
It came in
Well,
same day riffs.
here's the challenge that I'm bringing to you, and this is one of the first challenges I've thought of where I immediately was like, I don't want to do that. I'm not even going to bring it up to the guys. But I was like, well, you should do it. So
A self-imposed fear challenge.
terrified.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
This isn't good when he starts it like that.
So in the spirit of lightening up our possessions, let's take a look at the digital space. And for this episode's challenge, we go to inbox 0. You look at your email account, inbox 0.
What?
Emails. Yeah. And to put this into perspective, I currently have 3,411 emails in my inbox. I'm going to get that number to 0. And
You
so
are
are you
out
guys.
of your fucking mind. There's no way. I have 2 email accounts.
Well, pick the one with the most.
1,600. The other with like 3,000 in it. Because
Whoa. See, well, I got to chime in here. You see, my inbox currently is, drumroll please, 0.
What? How is
My
that
inbox
possible?
Is 0. Because I'm like, anytime I get an email, I just click on the email because I'm neurotic and I don't like having things unread. So
wait.
since
But
I
what do you
started
do with
getting email,
What do you do? Do
I
you have
clicked on the
folders
email.
created? I've got so many questions.
No, I don't have folders created.
What if-
Are you talking about like? Okay, I'm looking at my email right now. Inbox, the main inbox, 0. Social, you know how like separates it on Gmail into social. I've got 28,000.
No. But you have
promotions.
0.
I've got 80,000 unread. I don't read the spam crap. If
So
it
you
goes
got
to those folders,
You got to clean those out. You got to get
Wait.
rid of that shit.
I have to go to my promotions folder. and
Yeah,
clean
you
it
got to
out?
clean it all out. This is
Can I just
digital
hit
trash.
Can you
It
select
takes
all
up
and
space.
delete? Is it that
I think it
simple?
lets you select
I
like
think so.
50 at a time in Gmail.
So your challenge is click a bunch. Just click, delete, click.
Yeah, but it's hard, clearly,
I've
because
actually read that digital clutter is becoming a real issue because to store this stuff, you need servers, you need electricity, you need space for that. This is a real problem that is starting to happen, and this is a small way to help contribute to using less energy.
both Ben and I have had to pay Google for extra storage space for our digital garbage. We have it's like we have a public storage unit in the digital world for our trash. Mine is for
Now, wait.
my Google Drive for projects and things like that. But I have to pay for like terabytes of storage.
Yeah, me too. I pay extra to Google. And no, wait, Adam, I'm still confused. When you say it's 0, do you mean there are 0 new read messages?
Yeah, unread emails. I don't have any unread
Okay, but
emails.
I mean, in your inbox, there's emails going all the way back.
I have, yes. If I'm looking at my inbox right now, there's thousands upon thousands of emails. They've all
That's
been
it.
clicked. They've all been read.
Yeah, so we're
So
getting
now you
that
have
to
to organize
0.
them. Yes, you have to get your inbox to 0. You have to create subfolders and start putting those things that you want because there's a lot of shit you read, but you didn't delete. I guarantee
I
in
don't
there.
delete anything.
Yeah, that's the problem. It is being stored. You have to get rid of that shit, Adam. Yeah, I have 0 unread messages, but I have thousands in there that are unsorted. And
wow.
yeah, I love that. Just, I'm
Oh, yeah.
fucked.
Then I've got 65,315.
Adam comes in with the worst number yet. That's crazy.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
I just like if you open it, it sits there and
Yeah, just imagine it like a bedroom or a garage. You know, when it's clean and well organized, you walk in, everything you can just
That's
tell.
the
Like
best.
what a
Adam's
clean
like,
and
I have 0.
organized. That's what I was imagining. I was
understand.
like, so you
I didn't
read
know what you
and
meant.
address every email in the moment to the point where you can delete it. I was like, man, Adam is so on top of his shit. I
do
can't believe
read
it.
and address things very promptly.
Yeah. No,
but
I know you do,
Don't
but-
delete them ever.
yeah, exactly. So, Adam, right now, you
I don't
have
have time to do this shit. You want me to sit at a fucking computer and go through 65,000 emails? No fucking
you gotta-
way.
you-
No, I won't do this challenge. No. And suck my dick, Google. You do it. Delete my account. I don't give a shit. Here's my phone number. Call me if you need something.
suck my dick, Google, delete my account.
You hear the Google Home in the other room. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
No, I don't want to do this challenge. No.
Okay, so I think we should look at the top of our inbox and see how many we started off with. And then when we come back, how many we managed to actually clean out of the inbox and sort into proper folders so we're more organized.
Okay, dude, so I don't understand. Like, look, clearly I've been not deleting my emails. That's a thing I've supposed
Yeah,
to
so
have been
like
doing.
you have Google, right, Adam?
Yes, I have Gmail.
Look at the top of your Gmail, right beside the arrows. It'll say 1/50 of how many?
And I just told you, it's 65,350.
Mine is 11,204.
Because I'd never delete. I don't know you're
Mine's
supposed to.
13,443. Of course, that is taking up digital space.
Okay,
that's
and
taking up
and
space.
that's
It's storage.
That's where I'm hearing you, which is that there are servers that has an environmental impact. Some servers whirring away, storing these emails I don't care about, and that's taxing the planet. You're getting my green ear. I hear that.
And it's psychological because that is clutter. It's mental clutter.
It is not psychological to me because it's dealt with. I don't think about them ever. This does not occupy
Yeah,
space
clearly
in my
he's
brain.
got 65,000.
Yeah, you also just told Google to suck your dick and erase your
I'm
account.
prompt when I respond to emails, and if I need to
You
find
are.
something,
He's
I'll
very
be like,
on it.
oh, it's from this person, I search. It was about these things, I search, and I find them. So I don't delete them, and I can pull from the past if I
Well,
need to.
that's clear you don't delete them. You have nearly 4 times what I have in your inbox.
I haven't
such an
been playing the
impressive
game. I didn't know these were the
amount.
terms. I
Yeah.
didn't respect the terms.
Yeah.
Do you guys have unread? Like when you
Yeah, that
do you
number
have-
I originally quoted was unread. 3,411 emails that I have not read. And
that now you're
they're
baffling me.
it's
Now
Grolix.
when I think about
They're all
Andrew
Grolix
going, no
emails.
one messages me. Yeah, I don't hear.
I plead ignorance, not knowing I should have deleted these for spatial reasons, and I will do the best I can this week if that is the challenge. Andrew, you're just not reading things?
No, that's the thing. There's so many emails that come in that are like Costco sales, the
Sure.
AAA newsletter, just like
The
bullshit.
unsubscribe.
Yes,
bullshit
shit
we
that
all
I
get.
should have unsubscribed to. And that's part
Right.
of this challenge, I think, is to, if nothing else, unsubscribe from all of this fucking bullshit. Like,
I try to do that a lot.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get so bad about it. And so a ton of that is that. If it
There's
is a
gonna be a
real
ton of-
email, I answer it. And I think I'm pretty good about responding to real issue email. in
There's
my
going to be a
opinion.
ton for me of those who can't stuff that I was good about during the production that I would have filtered automatically into a folder for those who can't. And it was oddly satisfying to have everything. This is band stuff. This is those who can't stuff. So I think here's the challenge. It'll be a serious feat for Adam
Or
to
any
get
of
rid
us,
of
but especially
65,000 messages.
I mean, I'll
especially
sit
Adam.
and watch TV at night and delete. Like that's what this challenge is going to be for me. When
Yeah.
you're watching TV with your wife, fucking sit and delete with a
here's
laptop
the
in your
tricky-
lap, giving
I've-
you testicular cancer.
Fuck.
So that got Andrew. Yeah, what I think we do is we look at our totals, we'll screenshot them, and then we'll come back in a week from now and through a process of deleting garbage, sorting into folders and organizing, archiving, which you can archive messages as well with Google, what we'll do is see who reduced the largest number.
Let
With
me
the
ask
goal
you this.
being 0.
There's no way I'm going to do that. Let me ask you this. Haven't I just been treating my account like an archive? Isn't this a
You have.
65,000 email archive?
An
that I have?
uncurated, unorganized
It's an
archive.
uncurated.
Yes.
If I were to die and future generations like Adam Caton Holland was fascinating, let's study him.
Boom.
Walk through it.
Time
Here's
capsule.
The archive.
Here's the
you
archive.
have
created the Library of Congress of
Yeah.
Of Adam Caton
Yeah.
So
Holland.
just, I'm
Yep.
gonna mail my laptop to the Smithsonian and call this challenge done.
Yeah, I can't wait till they get a hold of your fucking like advertisements for comfy sweaters.
Yeah, your Williams Sonoma
And-
newsletter.
SAG-AFTRA really wants me to vote all the time, guys.
I think this is a great challenge.
It's
what
a
I'm
tough
interested
one.
to
It's a
see
tough one.
is when we go all the way back. I would recommend going all the way back to your earliest emails. And when you go through that, the shit you're going to find, it's going to be like cleaning out a house.
I've done
I
it, yeah.
imagine this is going to be a little bit of an emotional roller coaster too, being that there is going to be a lot of those who can't stuff. And stuff from perhaps a more prosperous
I have
time
stuff from
for
when I
all
was
three of
married.
us.
Yeah, I've stuff.
Yeah.
I've gone back. I've had emails from 2006 lurking in there.
Oh, when
2006.
Andrew was 2006, Andrew was
Fuck off.
57,
Right.
56,
Right. He had just done that stint as the oldest man on the International Space Station ever. They sent him up there to see if he would live
so
or not.
1950. So he would be
God,
even
I
like
hate you.
63,
I hate you guys so
actually,
much.
at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah. There's a big NASA.
So that's the challenge.
1943, June of 1943.
The challenge when we come back will be to see. I mean, the
Dearest
challenge is
Andrew.
the goal is inbox 0, but the sub challenge for people who could have a Greek tragedy amount of emails.
I do.
Now, yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
I actually
really do.
I do.
To see who can get rid of the most, because it's a burly ass challenge. Here's the problem: you can't just click select all and delete because you have emails in there that
Yeah,
you
I need
either
stuff in
need,
there, for
you
sure.
need to reference, or you just want. You're like, I like this email. I like whatever this was, or it could be important to you in some other way. Like, oh shit, this is like a document that I could probably save. So unfortunately, it's not as easy as just select all, delete, or whatever. It does take organizing.
I'm stupid. If I start archiving stuff, I'm going to lose it and be confused by it. I'm going to. Can I just delete all the spam and continue to treat Google as my fucking archive?
If you weed out your whole garden,
I'll
then
go through 50 at a time and just get rid of all this
yeah,
bullshit.
I mean,
that's no problem.
you will still get rid of so many that it will still be worthwhile.
Will that help the planet at all?
I think any amount of getting rid of stuff is going to help. I
Yeah.
think we're trying to see who can get rid of the most of their total, with the objective being if you can get to 0, hot diggity dog.
I mean,
you've done
yeah,
it.
that's
I'm
insane.
headlining Comedy Works tonight, and this is the show. You're going to watch me on the laptop going
through my emails.
delete.
I'll
You're
come down
going to
and
want to
watch.
get tickets to see
I'll
Inbox
be
0, the
talking
new
about
special by
Zero.
Adam Caton.
Inbox 0.
I mean, one of the tricks that I
Fucking
learned
one-man
is
show.
once you find a spam email, just put that in your search. Boom. It'll pull up every single Costco sales newsletter you've ever received. Much easier to delete that way, because then you can select all and delete them.
Okay.
So-
okay. All right.
right.
Turns out I do have a challenge this week, I guess.
I love this so much. Adam's like, nah, this is piece of cake. I got nothing in here.
I
Wah,
really
wah,
pictured
wah.
Adam with a truly 0
Spartan
inbox, and I was
folder.
like, wow.
I was shocked. Shocked.
Wow. But it.
All right. Well, let's
Instead-
give it a shot.
Instead, it's
This fucking sucks.
it's like a landfill that's just stretches
Yeah,
to the
but
horizon.
you won't even see cool birds at this landfill.
No, nothing.
So here's the challenge. We're going to take a week. We'll be back. And through the process of archiving, of sorting, of deleting, we're going to get rid of as many of our inbox emails as possible. And when we come back, We will see who did the best. In the meantime, why don't we check out some stand-up comedy? I mean,
I was happy
listen to-
here. I was happy in my ignorance.
Let's listen to some live stand-up comedy from our Grawlix live show that happens the last Saturday of every month at the world-famous Bug Theater in the Highlands of Denver, Colorado. And boy, howdy, do I love this comic. She is crushing it around the Denver scene. You're all going to love her. So everybody, please enjoy Salma Zaki. And when we return, we're going to have empty inboxes, y'all.
Inbox 0, baby. Inbox 0. Believe it, achieve it.
Yay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. I did recently have this conversation with my boyfriend about how many people we've slept with. Do you guys know about this? It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so unproductive, It's just for the drama. Like, the number is never good. No one's ever heard the number and been like, that's perfect. That is a perfect number. So, it's too little or it's too much. I don't know. So he didn't want to answer. So what he ended up saying was a handful. He was like, I don't know, just a handful. And I was like, okay, but like a handful of what? I need a better gauge on what that means. I was like, a handful of apples or a handful of like peanut M&Ms? Because that is a different number, right? And he thought about it and he was like a handful of rice? No! God damn it, that's not what I wanted to hear. Long grain or couscous? I don't know what that means.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
Girl, real talk. This whole it's new year, time to reinvent myself trash is not the vibe for 2024. You can find someone who loves you for you, as you are. You don't need to read a stack of self-help books, only eat sad salads, or start meditating at 5 a.m. to be ready for dating. So yeah, my advice is to download Bumble and find someone who embraces you the way you are right now. Let me know how it goes.
And we are back thanks to the magic of podcasting.
Oh, I love that sound. I love it.
It's been more than a week. We've had a generous amount of time.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me, Andrew.
I was just going to do that, Adam. I knew it.
Were you?
Yeah, I was. I was just about to do it, and I love you for that.
Just keep going. Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken.
Have a drumstick and your brain starts kicking.
Canada's finest.
You both know it, and that's what's important.
While we're at that group, what are they called again? Bare Naked Ladies?
Yes.
While we're there, that song, very hateable. We all get it. It sucks. But deep cut on them, The Old Apartment. Did it the other night.
Oh.
Great track. Great
you did
track
it the
by the
other
Bare
night?
Naked Ladies.
You went back
Sure
to the
I
Old
did.
Apartment?
Sure I did.
Wow.
Took the lady out to dinner, came home a little cocked, watched a few 90s videos. Perfect night.
I love that you're still doing
That's his
this.
thing.
And The Old Apartment by Bare Naked Ladies. It's a banger. I'll stand by it. Hate that other song we were doing. But anyway, Andrew, you were saying challenge. What's up?
No.
Is
Plug
it
the Bare
broke
Naked Ladies in the
into
middle
the
of
old
bringing us
apartment?
back.
Yes. This is where we
This
used to
is
live.
where we used to live.
The video's surprisingly good. and it gets you choked up. It's just like your first apartment. It's a great song.
It is
Great
a
song.
great idea for a song just about something that's so sentimental to us. And I hope that our enthusiasm for this non sequitur shows
Yep.
everybody that's listening how little we enjoyed this challenge.
Yeah.
Right,
And
I have
hope
nothing
that's
to
able-
say about
it's
the challenge. However, the Bare Naked Ladies song, The Old Apartment, I remember KBCO blasting that shit and being like, I'm feeling this.
They took risks back then, KBCO. Back in
The
the
video's
90s.
black and white. Like, why wouldn't you? You
Yeah.
got such a classy, sentimental song. What do you need to electricolor it? No.
Yeah.
Electricolor it. We were challenged to bring our inboxes down to 0. A serious challenge. And just to remind the listeners, we pulled up our starting conversations. I had 42,750 conversations,
Congratulations.
11,206 in my inbox. Adam, do you recall offhand how many you had?
Well, I screenshotted it, Andrew, and I had 194,092 conversations.
Wait, what, Adam? How many conversations going?
194,092 conversations.
That number is so big, Ben's attention span couldn't get through it.
I know.
Yeah, I had to stop.
It was a risk. And in my inbox, I had just a meager 189,821. So, like 5K less, which is fine.
Adam has never, for those of you listening, just to recap, Adam has never deleted an email. He's a digital hoarder. He's the equivalent of stacks and stacks of newspapers tied with twine inside of his house. That's him in the digital space.
Yeah, they're going to have to rip out a wall and crane out 600-pound Adam Caton Holland out of the internet.
Digital Adam Caton Holland.
Digital
Yes.
Adam Caton Holland. It's going to have to be craned out of here.
in the metaverse.
And all the neighborhood kids are going to throw rocks and shit at my corpse.
I had 13,443 total messages in my email, 1,624 unread. So I've got a lot of stuff I've been neglecting prior to the commercial. So, wow. Hoarding a little bit.
Hoarding.
Not nearly as bad as
Hoarding.
Adam is the digital hoarding equivalent of a man who has 2 houses filled with stuff, as well as a number of pods and perhaps some storage units. You're really like stuffed full to the gills.
Oh,
here.
yeah. The dark web is having a field day with digital storage wars of my
Yeah.
content. You can buy a segment
Digital
of my
storage
inbox.
wars would be amazing if we could bid on folders of
bid-
yours.
Yeah. Just like this guy's got 194 conversations. We're bidding on a chunk of 20K. You get all the information.
There could
you
be a
can glean
credit
out of
card
there.
number. Adam's known to solicit a credit card number through email or
yeah.
two, and that could be pay dirt right there.
I got to take this call. It's from Bangladesh. Will you guys hold on 1 second?
Dude, digital storage wars would be amazing.
Dibs on host. Dibs on host.
Oh, yeah. I want to be the eccentric guy with the wraparound sunglasses who always
Yes.
shows up on
The
some
bad
sort
boy?
of unique vehicle. Like it could be
Yeah.
a go-kart I come in, could be a souped-up rascal scooter, something
sure.
like that. But I'm always zany.
Can-Am Spider. Yeah.
I also think there's digital storage units that Andrew and I are very afraid to go into and won't touch. And you're like, that's where I come in.
That's
on your
where
Spider.
I live.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
choke.
And then he sits down with some blue light glasses and a laptop.
It's good
I just
television.
got this
It's
new
good
one.
television.
I just got this new one. Okay, who's
All
gonna
right,
go
well,
first?
I'll go first. Let's dive
yeah,
into
that's a good
this.
idea. You brought this challenge.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I
The listener
can't wait.
Can't see.
And I know our listeners right now are just hearts racing, edge of their seats.
If you are driving, maybe think about pulling over
yeah, finding a
just
soft
for
shoulder.
just for the reveal.
I'd
Just
find
for your
it
safety.
somewhere a nice spot of grass to just sit in beside your car. Keep it running though. All right, let's go, Andrew.
All right.
How did the challenge work for you?
This challenge, it felt less like a challenge and more like a Greek curse. It felt like an updated version of Sisyphus as I was going through my emails, deleting them. You could do it at like 50 at a time. Yep. And I couldn't just select all of them because inevitably, of course, there'd be one or two among them, or be like, oh, I should save this, or like,
the hoarder in you came out.
I don't want to.
You never know if you're going to need it.
Yeah,
I may need that email from fucking 11 years ago that you've never ever thought twice about. But yeah, tell me.
I know. I'm the worst at that shit though. When I'm like cleaning out my bedroom, same thing. Like, oh, but I got this at the Taste of Colorado in 2001. Like, what? It's a turkey leg, a giant turkey leg.
You kept the turkey leg since 2001?
From the TOC01?
Yeah, they just get petrified if you leave them out. They're fine.
TOC01. Is that one of your tattoos?
Yeah, I got it. It's on my back.
So, so I was trying to bail them out. So when this challenge started, I had 11,206 emails in my inbox. I felt like I deleted so many. And just now today, I checked again. I have 11,189 in my.
So you did 100?
No, not even 100. That means that the difference is 17. There's 17 fewer emails in it. I deleted way more than 17. I deleted thousands. But here's the twist on it. So I'm.
Oh God, hold on. If you're listening,
seriously,
definitely pull over.
If you are on heart medication,
if you were on a treadmill, put both feet on the side. Get off the treadmill for a second.
Yeah, don't turn the treadmill off. Don't turn the treadmill off. Put your feet to the side. When you're done, you can hop back on.
Andrew, too. Let me just take a second. Those of you that are sitting outside your car with it still running, let's get up. Let's turn the car off.
Turn the car off.
Yeah,
wow,
turn
it's
the
that
car
serious.
Off and go back to that little patch
Andrew,
of grass you found.
I think we've prepared the listener.
Oh God. Here's the twist.
So I deleted thousands of emails, but at the time we were doing this challenge, I'm finishing up fulfillment on the game I made. It's a game called Duster. So I had hundreds of people emailing me while I was trying to delete all these emails. It felt like trying to bail out the bottom of a waterfall with a bucket while it's just falling on me. So I did delete thousands of emails. I see it here in the screenshot, 2,118. Yet there's only a 17 email difference between when I started and today.
17 emails, which I gotta say is a terrible score.
Yeah, good job, dude. You did great. Very proud of you. Heck of a job. That's sad.
It was so dispiriting to not be able to make progress despite trying.
Yeah.
Ben, how did you do?
Oh, you're already done. Great.
Oh, sorry. Did you need more stats?
No. I first of all, I want to say before I get into this challenge that I could give a fuck about this challenge.
What? You're the one who talked about how bad it was for the environment. You're the one who made us feel extra guilty about it.
And I'm like, maybe I'll just stop eating fish. That seems like a better way to help the environment. And
as long as it's one thing.
Yeah.
Just do one thing.
I could have fucking cared once I started. And what I realized is I'm that person, if you're cleaning out a house, that was just stoked about everything I'd collected. Like, it really was kind of fun going through. I actually
now you're the
didn't
hoarder.
care about erasing any of these messages. I just enjoyed going back through everything that I had done. I had bits, like jokes that I totally forgot about that I had emailed myself.
You bringing them out at the Grolix?
No, I've evolved. And the world has changed. The world's changing, guys.
Say the R word a bunch of these.
Would still hit as hard as it should. But I did enjoy this because when I went all the way back, I found a number of emails about us starting the Grolix. About us starting the Grolix live show, about us still doing the show that led into the Grolix live show, which was Los Comicos Super Hilariosos. I found so many emails about scripts we were writing. I found Adam's original draft of Those Who Can't which was not about
Teachers. No, it's about a guy who went back.
right. What was it about? I didn't read it. I didn't have the urge to.
Thanks, dude.
And it was unread.
No, it was a
As an
guy who
unread
goes-
message back then.
It was about a guy who goes back to teach and is like a It was like
That's
what
right.
I did. It was
That's
like a
right.
substitute teacher who's like decides to teach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was really interesting. There were a number of scripts that Adam and I had wrote for the Los Comicos Action News.
Yep.
And boy, did those not age well. And
Some
so,
problematic stuff in there, huh?
yeah, so I erased those ones permanently.
It's a shame, though, because on Digital Storage Wars, that would be like Al Capone's vault. If you came across those, wow.
It's cool, though, to see how optimistic we were 12 years ago, 13 years ago. There were times where Adam would send me a script, or we were going back and forth on a script, or ditto Andrew, and we were like, this is going to do it. God damn it. We were so pumped about everything, and it was really nice. It was like before anything had happened.
Let me ask you this: did that make you feel any way about now? Did it make you feel sadder about now, or happier, or just nostalgic for that time? Because I mean, certainly we're way more cynical now, and I would argue we lack some of the fire in the belly that you have when you're 20-something versus 40-something. You know what I mean? But was it what
For
was the
sure,
experience
because
of
now
reading
we've
those?
seen how it actually happens, and you know that the amount of work and the amount of
The success rate.
yeah, and constantly having to manage personalities and everything that goes into it. But yeah, it did make me like very nostalgic. It reminded me that we at one point did this just purely because it was a lot of fun, and we were like, oh man, the audience is going to love this or whatever, you know. And there was a feeling like there was a lot ahead of us, and it was really kind of cool to do. And so I got to erasing stuff. I started at 13,443 messages. I am now at 13,378. So I managed to erase about 55 emails is what I figured I actually erased. Because
Terrible.
So, well, no, that's it. That's it. That's because stuff is fucking coming in. You can't. I mean, the amount of
You don't
shit.
think I don't have anything coming in? These numbers are embarrassing.
They are embarrassing, and I'm sorry. I got wrapped up in sitting in my filth.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I'd come across like a Those Who Can't crew email or something, and I'd be like, oh, and I'd just take a trip down memory lane on that shit. It totally
Remember,
sidetracks you.
I found the script for Energy Wine when we did that. Remember we had that video we made for Energy Wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I do remember that.
We did this set of videos that were different types of wine infused with caffeine and given such
I guarantee you
hardcore
someone
names.
just fell out of their office chair right now, scrambling to get a notepad so we can look forward to seeing Energy Wine.
It was great. I found the script for Daytime Lawyers.
Sure.
Remember when we did our Daytime Lawyers sketch? That was really fun. I found all of these, and it made me want to do sketches again with you guys. It made me want to make fun videos with you because we're very funny.
Well, this
and we are
this
very
challenge
funny.
has been a double failure.
If anybody out there wants to give us a sketch show, we want to do it. We're not good at TikTok sketches. We want to do real ones. Give us a sketch show.
Yeah, it was. I had one called Kitchen Tantrums. I don't know if you remember. It never got made.
I remember
Now,
that.
that is a TikTok.
I remember that
That
script.
is a TikTok.
Yeah.
A Gordon Ramsay type character, but I just go like way overboard with it, and it's there was so much fun stuff in here. I don't know. I had a good time. Old songs I wrote. I can go on and on. So I only erased 50 something messages, but I did go through thousands.
Just like a museum of your past self that you got a free tour of.
I like it.
Sometimes when you're cleaning out your closet, you just sit for a few hours in there. and
Yeah.
take it all in.
And you go through the papers and you go through everything and you're like,
turkey
look,
legs.
honey, our child's birth certificate. I had wondered where this had gone or something like that, and, if we find old photos and drawings and I liked it. I had fun, but I don't care. Honestly, I'm going to let this thing bloat up. I think now I'm just going to see how many messages I can pack into this.
You're
Is
so
there a
far behind
capacity
Adam,
limit?
you will never catch up. Speaking of Adam, how was this
Adam,
challenge for you?
the world wants to know, did you make a dent
I
in
mean,
the
we know
Library
you took a
of
night off
Congress?
to watch 90s videos, so
Yeah,
I'm not
we know
expecting
that for
anything
sure.
crazy.
Sorry that I'm living my life. I want to say before I even get into the hard stats that I do want to nominate this episode for worst challenge ever. And I want to remember that Andrew did it. I want everyone to remember that Andrew brought it to the table. But I think maybe we do it at the year-end wrap-up. What's the worst Skrillex challenge?
Yeah,
and
which
the
one's going to
stupidest-
earn the
most-
raspberry award at the Chalice?
the raspberry.
Yeah.
And that is this one. What a dumb task.
It's-
I understand there are servers somewhere burning down the Amazon in some way. I don't understand how it's all related. But this is all fake to me. It's a digital fakery, and it can get as bloated as it wants, and then Google can cancel and delete it all, and I don't care. The world's ending anyway.
Wow. Well,
Well, I think we should just end it there. What
Yeah, I
a
think
challenge today, and
So-
what a good time.
Sorry, guys. I watched the Carlin documentary last night, and I'm like, burn it down. Like, who gives a shit? That's basically Carlin in his latter years. So, if we're going off of hard numbers, which I think we're going in the inbox, right? We started off, I had 189,821.
Okay.
I spent 2 nights ignoring my family and deleting things for hours while watching TV. So I got it down from 189,821 to 180,000.
wow, 9,000.
Wow, you
So that's
deleted
9,000 and change. Almost 9,700, let's call it.
Wow.
But I didn't have, I was so embarrassed by my bloat, because I do recognize it's probably bad, and I wish it could be less, that I was like, I don't have time for nostalgia. I was ruthlessly just
a
deleting shit.
bulldozer.
And I would
it out.
also do what we sort of talked about in the first half, which is like, okay, I guess I signed up for Banana Republic one time to save 30% on pants, and now I have 1,000 emails from Banana Republic. So I would search for those and then just delete 50, delete 50, delete 50.
And you're not looking for your deals? You're not trying to find your deals on new...
did some chinos drift in? Yeah. Yeah, there's chinos on the way. Of course.
That sounds like a Fast and the Furious.
The
Did
chinos
some
are on the way.
chinos drift in?
Yeah. And the neighbors got pretty mad because they made huge track marks all across the street from the chinos.
It's worth
drifting.
From
That
the
was- it
Chinos
was
car
dope.
game?
It was
car
dope.
gang? I got it, yeah. But don't the Chinos throw some of the best car parties
Oh
on
my
the block?
God, the Chino family.
Yeah.
It did help me in that I unsubscribed to a ton of shit. Just unsubscribe.
Yeah, same here.
Boy, there's some places you unsubscribe and it doesn't work. Like, it's a trick.
Yeah.
I bought tickets to a Milwaukee Brewers game once when I was in Milwaukee. I can't get off the Brewers email list. I can't figure it out.
You're on
I've
for
tried
life.
many times.
Well, that's
Brew-
all
brew
the
crew for
Milwaukee
life.
Brewers are now. They're not even a team anymore. They're just an email list. They
It
found
is
was-
it is a pyramid scheme now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It must be a massive list because I've been hitting them up to get off of it.
Yeah, I had the same issue. I unsubscribed from a ton, which is good. Producer Ron shared an app that apparently goes through your inbox and takes stuff out.
Oh, I should do that.
I was just sketched out by it. I didn't use it, but it looks interesting.
It's called unroll.me.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm fairly certain that once you sign up for Unroll.me, you will get a monthly email on various deals
Yeah,
Unroll.me has. So, yeah.
Just doing this podcast has subscribed me to shit. I'm getting stuff for the float tank. Vitalant, you'd think I owed Vitalant money the way that they're running me down for more blood.
You owe them blood, bitch. So get out there.
Gabby.
Oh, that attachments test. That Gabby
yeah,
attachment.
Gabby's selling me
Oh,
books.
I get a ton of Gabby. Gabby's
This-
a real pain in the fucking ass.
This pod has generated some for sure.
Yeah.
Again, I just have to reiterate, what a dumb fucking challenge. And I want to remind the listener, although I don't think they need
You
it,
don't need to remind them. It was my challenge.
Shut up, Andrew. Let him say it.
it was an Andrew Overdahl
Yeah,
challenge.
I hated it too.
And Ben and I were falling over ourselves to pat you on the back, to do something nice for you as our friend, and to say, hey, good job for bringing it on the pod. And then you do something like this.
Now, I do, in Andrew's defense, want
whoa,
to
whoa.
take this time.
Ron, sound the earnestness horn.
Well, okay, fine. But Adam, I want you to know this is not a real earnestness horn.
Oh, fake earnestness horn?
Well, it's a test.
Oh, it's like a test, like when they test the air raid siren by my house. This is only a test of the earnestness horn. Had this been an
Yeah.
actual earnest emergency.
It
Every
happens.
Wednesday at around 11, they do
Everybody
a test of the
forgets.
earnestness
They're like,
horn.
are we supposed to be earnest right now?
You got to scare the
Right.
bats
No,
out
it's
of it.
just the
There's
test,
bats
and they
that
get-
nest up there, and they
Yeah.
test it to scare them out.
Oh, those bats.
Okay, so
Ben, you were defending me.
Andrew, him bringing this challenge to us, here's some stats real quick. Globally, the world's email usage generates right now as much CO2 as having an extra 7 million cars on the roads. That sending 65 emails is roughly the equivalent of driving a kilometer in a car, and a year's worth of emails is roughly equivalent to driving a car for 500 miles.
It's like a road
Now,
trip.
why are you giving me stats in kilometers and then giving me stats in miles? Do you want me to have a seizure?
Let me tell you this fun one. McAfee
Who the
estimate.
fuck is McAfee?
Adam, the
pipe
antivirus
down.
company
It's a pretty
run by that
well-known-
psychopath.
Yeah.
or
listen,
started by that.
I use Edward Norton antivirus. Sorry, guys. He does my stuff.
Adam, you're not supposed to
He is
talk about the
thorough.
fact you use.
Yeah, I call Eddie up. I'm like, clean it up, Eddie. The laptop's running slow. And he takes care of it.
McAfee, the company McAfee, estimated that around 80% of the electricity used is consumed by the reading and deleting of spam and the searching for spam folders to dig out genuine emails
What?
that ended up there by
So,
accident.
In doing this challenge itself, we
Oh my god.
We've actually made the problem worse.
We're
by
trying to
doing
clean
this.
it up.
amazing.
I was trying to do a good
I guess
thing.
you just need to let them lie dormant. It's like a landfill. Don't disturb it. They're just down there buried. Those emails are going to turn into oil one day. Don't fuck with them.
Holy shit. I thought I almost got 10K 2 evenings ignoring my family, and I'm churning out electricity.
Yeah,
God damn
you might as well cancel that road trip because you just took it digitally, bitch.
Here's the positive. Although that is bad and it's not perfect, a typical email only produces 4 grams of CO2 emissions. Sending a paper letter uses almost 100 times more CO2 for every letter you send.
It's got to get driven around like luxury.
But there is the unavoidable fact that simply doing this challenge was worse, Andrew. Andrew, it made things worse.
It made the world worse, and we're sorry for the climate apocalypse that we have just rocketed us towards.
Somebody should edit a montage of us deleting and like koalas dying and just like fucking forest
chunk.
burning.
I mean, we'll
A
take
chunk falling from the ice cap.
yeah, the whole shelf
emaciated polar
collapsing.
bear. Click, 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 click. That's just deleting.
We'll just say this hot summer is on us. We're sorry.
Yeah.
This one's on us. We'll take it on the chin.
This could not have been a worse challenge, both in how we felt about it
Yep.
And
the
what
fact
it
that
did.
farted in our face.
Yeah, we hated it. It was bad for the environment.
And
We
it
resented it.
And turns out Adam's way of doing it,
Adam actually failed the challenge the most.
right. You, Adam, in your attempt to please us,
Yeah.
you are actually destroying the environment more than either of us. So you lost. Andrew won.
What a ride.
By because he
I
answered
deleted
it
over
here.
2,000 emails.
Yeah, so you caused the problem, and you were also on the back end generating more destruction. Me, that was fine. I only deleted like 50-something messages.
So, as we always ask on this pod, was this good for the world? Will we do this again?
Are you kidding? Was
That's
it
a
good for
hard
my
no.
way of doing it? I'm pretty much that little girl on the sailboat. whatever her name is, the one that won the Nobel Prize. I'm her.
Greta Thunberg,
Oh, sure.
the little girl on the sailboat.
Yeah, the little Dutch girl in the wooden shoes on the sailboat. You know who she is.
Okay. Good Lord. All right, Trump, dial it back.
You know who she is. She's high on her edibles. But
Wow. Well, it was illuminating. I really didn't think it was going to be that difficult. I guess I thought I would be able to delete mass numbers of emails all at once, and that was not the case.
Well, Andrew, we don't not pay you to think. Okay, so stop doing it. All right.
Good point. Oh boy.
Okay. Well, the question I'll go around and ask in order. Andrew, do you think this makes the world a better place?
I literally
And
just
will you
answered
He
that.
just
I
answered
literally,
it.
that's just
Do
what
you
I was
think this
talking
helps
I
about.
pay
tuned
better
you
attention?
out. I tuned you out because I'm so angry at you. So, Adam, what do you think?
I think it makes the world a great place. I think I'm going to do it again every night, all the time. I love this challenge. I'll never stop doing this challenge.
Adam, we just said it's so bad for the environment.
I'm never stopping. Once I get to 0, I want to be -0. I'm getting into other people's emails accounts and deleting it just
He's
because I
just like
like
a
to
bad
tool around in
teenager.
spam folders. This is my new life. Thanks, Andrew. Great challenge.
Yeah. Well,
Ben?
okay. I am kind of the medium porridge in this, I'm kind of never going to fucking do this again. And in fact, when I see you, Andrew, I'm going to punch you in the neck.
Oh, no. His neck is so weak.
Oh, because I gave you a free tour of the Museum of Benology. Fuck you, dude. I gave you
Benology?
a gift. I gave you a gift. Fuck you.
No, you gave him a gift, and it ruined the environment.
I gave you a
Yeah.
gift. I gave you.
And also subscribe me to an email list that I can't get off of anymore.
You got to stop giving him gifts.
If there was one takeaway, though, for sure that I had from this, it's to unsubscribe from all that shit. Just find it, unsubscribe from it. You're going to get fewer emails. You're going to need to delete fewer emails. If you want to take even one tiny baby step, unsubscribe from that shit. And
Of course, that does not apply to this podcast, The Grolix Saves the World. Subscribe to it.
Subscribe,
Tell
yes.
all your friends to subscribe
I mean,
to it.
our thrice weekly newsletter is worth the read.
Yeah.
Especially the evening edition.
Yeah.
Our Patreon content is actually burning a hole in the ozone layer because the content is so hot.
No, we have carbon offsets with that. I've been using a reusable tote to offset the Patreon.
Yeah, and I bring a coffee cup to every coffee shop I go to. I don't get any from them. So that does offset the Patreon carbon
So
content.
the Patreon's good. You can use our carbon neutral Patreon as much as you want.
Carbon neutral Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably the first of its kind.
I want to say I fucking hated this challenge. I fucking
get
hate
it.
you, Andrew.
And this challenge fucked you up so much that you're recapping everything twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one
I-
understands
If you
why
don't-
you're going back to the well.
Because you guys didn't unsubscribe to it. That's why. And if
That's
you don't
right.
want me to keep
This is
doing
performance
this.
That's
art.
right.
This is
Yeah,
performance art.
Let me
You've
unsubscribe
gotta
from Ben.
unsubscribe.
Hey, producer Ron,
Andrew,
can you
I want to say
unsubscribe me
I
from
fucking
Ben?
hated this challenge.
Ben,
And I
do you
fucking
think
hate
this
it.
challenge made the world a better place?
I do not.
Oh my god!
And
we
I
gotta get out of
fucking
this.
hate
We're
you,
going
Andrew.
through a
This is
wrap-up
hell.
vortex.
This is hell. Why don't we do this?
Are you
Let's take
sure
a
you want to
break.
unsubscribe from me
Oh, my
giving you my
Lord.
thoughts
Take a
on the
break.
episode?
I just wanted a pair of new chinos.
Okay, Andrew, stop this bullshit. I hate it. I hated this fucking challenge. I hate you.
Why don't we do this? Let's take a
Yes.
break. Let's listen to some comedy from our live show. This is a clip. This is an oldie but goodie. This is somebody who came through a while ago, but producer Ron found in the vaults. Let's hear a clip from Sammy Obeid. And when we come back, more show to come, if we come back at all from this. If we come back, more show to come. We have some birthday shout-outs, all kinds of fun. All kinds of fun. So stick around.
I was in front of a grocery store. Some guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, do you have a moment to help save the environment?" And he gave me a pamphlet, so I recycled it right away. And another guy came up to me, and he was like, "Hey, do you have a moment to stop child hunger?" I was like, "Well, I'm not a child, but I could eat, you know." And he was like, no, that's not what I meant. I was like, I know what you meant. Do I have a moment to stop child hunger? I would love to. I didn't know we could do it in a moment. I guess that's the only thing that was holding me back. He was like, well, what I meant is, do you have a moment to donate $100 to sponsor a child every month? I'm like, dude, that is a completely different question from having a moment to stop child hunger. Like, I got a lot of moments, and I don't have that many hundreds, and I don't make hundreds in a moment. So I don't know how you calculated that. But I mean, how much money are you making doing this? He's like, I raise $30 every day for the kids. I'm like, just 30? He's like, look, man, I work. I make $50 an hour at my job, but I have to work part-time so I can come out and do this. I'm like, dude, $50 an hour? If you just stayed at your job, worked full-time, and donated half of your money, you could save way more kids. And save us from this uncomfortable, confusing, shitty conversation. Let's be honest. You're going to save a lot of people from a lot of different things today. Matter of fact, let's go to the movie theater, get the $10 popcorn, and start shipping it overseas. I mean, he was like, whoa, that's amazing how you just put that all together. I'm like, yeah, it's called taking a moment to stop child hunger.
Brooks Running has a new shoe for you runners out there. Did you hear that? Better turn up your volume. In fact, turn it up to the max. Introducing the all-new Ghost Max. It's got all kinds of things to make your knees and ankles feel protected, like Max Cushion, Max Soft Landings with DNA Loft V2 foam, and Max Smooth Rides with their Glide Roll Rocker. Feel better on your run with Ghost Max. Learn more at brooksrunning.com.
And we are back with the dismount of the show, rapidly becoming our favorite part of the show.
This is the only part of the show I listen to. I fast forward.
You fast forward just to this for all of the credits, all the shout outs.
We live in the pod. We thrive in the credits.
Right, exactly.
And what a challenge! What a great episode!
Yeah,
and
Andrew, really, you outdid yourself today.
A good use of time. If you're just tuning into the pod, I really slam dunked the challenge.
Relevant, fast. Sexy,
edgy.
Yeah.
Who would dare do such a thing? Only this pod.
It's crazy. It's crazy the levels we're willing to go
You're
through.
crazy, Andrew. We're just trying to play catch up with you, you old rascal.
Hot dogger. God
is there anyone that y'all want to thank for this episode?
Oh, so many people.
Well, I think we should probably thank Don Google.
Oh,
big
yeah.
shout out to Donnie G.
Jonathan Google, yes.
Thanks for cradling our spam in your arms and tucking it in at night, Don.
Old Don Google, the head of Google and the founder of the feast.
Well, he inherited from his father, Thurston Google.
Thurston Google is so good.
All right. Plug City, what are you plugging?
Oh, yeah,
Guys,
what you got?
I just need everyone to stop for a second and honestly pay attention because I'm coming to Seattle. I'll be in Seattle July 14th.
Sound the promotion gong.
At the Crocodile. And I love Seattle, and I'm excited. I'm bringing my family. We're making a vacation out of it. I'm doing 2 shows at the Crocodile on July 14th, and I could use some help putting butts in seats. So if you have friends in the area or you are in the area, please come out to a show at the Crocodile. I'd love to see you there.
Heck yeah.
If you're not in Seattle, if you're in Denver, come see me. Headline the Denver Comedy Lounge, July 22nd and 23rd. I'm going to be headlining all those shows. If you haven't been to the Denver Comedy Lounge, it's a fun room. They actually recently remodeled it, so now it kind of looks like you're doing comedy in a forest. It's great. It's a fun time. I'll be down there July 22nd and 23rd, and I think you can get those tickets now if you want. If you're going to plan that well, you can do it. That room rules.
As a reminder, like we do every month, the Grawlix live show is the last Saturday of every month. And man, Saturday, July 30th, do we have a great lineup. We're going to put the ticket link down there in the show notes. Please come out, get your tickets now. You do not want to miss this lineup. It's going to be a super great time, so we'll see you there.
And please, you guys, this podcast is a word of mouth endeavor. So if you're enjoying it, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your kids, tell anyone, and spread the pod around. We really appreciate it. And you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Grawlix Comedy. I think we're even ticking and talking a little bit at Grawlix Comedy on TikTok. So if you're 14 or you're just kind of wired, find us on TikTok. We're there putting out clips.
Yeah, you got to tell everybody about it. Also, tell all your crazy dreams. Come on. Remember that song? That song was awesome.
No, but I keep going.
You don't remember that song?
Tell all your crazy dreams. That's
Tell
all
us
you're giving me.
all your crazy dreams.
I can name
Let
that song.
You know you meet. Let us break that so for real.
Is that the right stuff by New Kids on the Block?
You got it, baby.
Nice.
You got it. And you know what else is the right stuff? Our Patreon page. That
Love
has
it.
the right stuff.
Love it.
Patreon.com/Grawlix Saves. First of all, ton of new people joining us.
Some from Canada, which come get us, save us, let us live with you.
We will marry anyone. Anyone.
And we have some from Australia.
Come get us, save us, let us live with you.
Come
we
let
want
us
out of
live
this
with
fucking
you.
country.
You can check it out. We got ad-free episodes on the Grawlix Patreon page. See what all the hype is about. Ad-free episodes, bonus content. We do challenge updates. We do Q&As. We have our pod within a pod. Boy, crazy.
New boy crazy coming. New boy crazy coming. We just...
This one gets heated. This one gets
They're
heated.
all heated, but this one is a white hot fire. It's very good. I'm excited to drop it. We'll drop it soon, so get on board, y'all.
Yeah.
But most importantly, the number one reason people join our Patreon, birthday shout outs.
Oh,
we will shout out your birthday.
For folks who come in at the me level, the Ben level, this is a big day for you all. This is a big day. And we got a few here.
What are we going to do?
doing?
What are we going to do for these birthday shout outs?
I had a good idea. It was a suggestion by someone who's one of our Patreon members. They were talking about scents that one would have in their car air freshener.
Ooh, I believe that was stalwart supporter Terry Maloney who had that.
Yeah, and Terry,
idea.
that is an excellent suggestion. I don't think we've ever taken a suggestion for what we're going to give you for your birthday. And Terry, you're the first one, so that is a kind of a birthday gift for you.
Yeah. All right. So Terry Maloney, birthday shout out.
Okay, all right, Ben. So you got to tell Terry Maloney, what is the scent of car air freshener he's rocking in his car?
That's easy. Old English beer. And it's a strange
yikes.
one. Stale Old English malt liquor smell
Yes.
in the car, which a lot of people think is problematic. You know, because if you get pulled over, the officer obviously going to think you've been drinking in the vehicle.
Oh, I thought you meant problematic because, Old English, colonialization.
That too. The screed that's written on the back of that air freshener.
No, OE, the malt liquor. It's the bottom of a
not
malt
the
liquor.
people that went and ruined India. Got it,
Not the Blue Raja, right? But
okay, I misunderstood.
yeah, but yes, definitely. I'd say Terry Maloney has a little Old English bottle swinging from that rearview mirror, and it is. I'm telling you. It makes the whole car smell like that and throws the cops off.
Happy birthday, Terry. Thank you for the
Enjoy
suggestion.
it. Enjoy it.
Number
Okay, I'll go
2.
next. Who do we got next?
Oh,
Taylor West.
Yeah, it looks like it's Taylor West.
Taylor West.
And happy birthday, Taylor.
Happy
And
birthday, Taylor.
Andrew, what do you got?
I'm going November jack-o'-lantern. This is a pumpkin that's been sitting on the porch. It's turned. It's kind of sunken in. It has that sort of like rotting smell. I'm going November jack-o'-lantern.
Flies buzzing about.
Yeah, the air freshener shape. It's kind of like a shrunken
Turned pumpkin. Now, that's
Imploding
one you don't see a lot.
Yeah. Oh, it's niche. Yeah, you got to go to the farmer's market.
And
to
what's
get
great
it.
about that is it's artisanal. You
Yeah.
can make one yourself. Just throw a chunk of pumpkin on the dash,
Yeah.
and let it sit there for a while, and you got.
You're not
November
getting one of
jack-o'-lantern.
those at AutoZone. It's
I love it.
artisanal.
I love
sir.
it.
Okay, Adam.
All right, Adam.
Eric Hoyt.
First of all, happy birthday, Eric. But Eric is a mood guy, and this is a scent called Desperate at Dawn. And it's eggs, a quick-to-go cup of coffee, and you're out of there. You're leaving your house. You're just on, I don't know if it's a temporary
know
road trip
this
or you're
one.
moving across the country, not
There's
telling
like
anyone.
a twinge of, like a hint of BO in it because you forgot to put on your deodorant. You were
You
in
didn't brush your
such
teeth.
a
You just got
no.
the fuck out and you left. You're desperate at dawn, and the sun's rising on the horizon behind you as you flee your situation.
I like
Wow.
it. I like it. Is it me?
Yeah, we're back to
Ben,
you.
You're next. You're next.
With Amy Durstein.
Yeah, Amy Durstein. Happy birthday, Amy. This was gifted to you by Sheldon. It's kind of a cool gift. Thanks, Sheldon, for gifting that to Amy.
What? This is like when we used to call radio stations when we were kids and leave, messages to our girlfriends. How adorable, Sheldon. This is nice.
Way to go, Sheldon.
I already know this one. Amy is such a fan of Sheldon. She doesn't actually keep an air freshener. It's just one of Sheldon's hockey gloves, used hockey gloves, hanging from the mirror of the.
Hey, go Avalanche, world champions, huh?
Yeah,
guys?
and Amy Sheldon loves to play hockey and won't let him wash that equipment. Hangs just his left glove.
It's kind of dangerous because hockey gloves are huge. She's really reducing the visible real estate on that windshield.
Yeah, but keeps her closer. You know what I mean? Keeps him on her mind. Andrew, you're up next. And actually, this poor guy, he just wanted Adam to give him brewery recommendations, but Adam stonewalled him on the Q&A. And
it's his birthday now. Here's quick one. True Ratio Cerebral Brewing. All fantastic. Can't go wrong.
Okay, there you go. This is Mike Diefenbach. I don't know how to say the name. I'm close. I'm going to say it's Diefenbach. Andrew, what do you think? What's the air freshener hanging in this in Mike's car? What is it? What's the scent?
I was gonna go beer related, but you already did the OE air freshener. I'm going black licorice. Bad boy, Mike Diefenbach.
Ooh,
he's got a black licorice air freshener.
Like a anise scent.
Yeah, like it or get the fuck out is what that air freshener says.
It is. It's definitely polarizing because the people who don't like it won't ride with Mike.
Yeah, they're not getting in the car.
No, and they'll make
you don't
it
like
known.
The smell, you don't ride with Mike.
I don't like Mike's air freshener. Happy birthday, Mike. I think we should speed round this last one very quickly because this is a person near and dear to our hearts and the hearts of the Denver comedy community. It is, of course, Karen Wachtel.
Oh, yeah. She helps us with the Grawlix. She's my co-producer of the High Plains Comedy Festival. Karen rules and does a lot for the Denver comedy scene.
An invaluable part of our community. So I think we speed round this.
Yes.
Because we've all been in her car.
Yes.
So and she rotates them out. She's obsessive.
She's got a case in the back.
What is Karen like for an air freshener?
Well, listen, you know me with air fresheners, I'm a mood guy. And so this is a mood that I call horny in Houston. And so it's musky, it's a hot smell, but it also is very Viet Cajun, which they only do down there. So it's sort of a Vietnamese approach to Cajun Creole food, and it's delicious, but it's a lot of shrimp shells, it's a lot of fish sauce.
And most importantly, and it's horny.
And it's horny in the heat. And that's the smell that I see in Karen's car.
It's so disgusting.
Andrew, what do you think Karen has had in the car? Have you seen the horny in Houston air freshener?
I won't get in if it's horny in Houston. I peek through the window and I'm like, Karen, I'm going to just Uber, but thank you. I just don't want to be in there with the horny in Houston.
It's a cool scent.
I think Karen's ultimate air freshener, I'm going with the smell of $1 million, because that's what she deserves for all the work that she's put in.
Oh, just cold hard
to the scene
cash
over the years. Yeah, just stacks of cash. I'm going $1 million.
Oh, wow. Mine, this is strange. Every time I get into her car, she has one, an air freshener that is just called Strippers.
Well, you can't even do it. You can't even do it. What is it?
What's it called?
Collect yourself, man. It's Karen's birthday.
It's just called Stripper's Clutch. And it is...
Sure. No. So this is not it's a manual stripper. It's not an automatic. You got to manipulate the stripper into the various gears.
Stripper's Clutch is her little purse that she carries on stage and stuffs all those $1 bills in when she's done on her. And so it will smell like men all over dollar bills. It will smell like Skin So Soft lotion.
Sure.
Flakes of Winston
it's kinda
tobacco.
Similar to Andrew's $1,000,000, but a very different cat.
But yes, a very specific
and also
smell.
Horny.
And a little bit of horny in Houston.
Yeah, there's a touch of horny in Houston. So if I see the stripper's clutch air freshener, I love how you went straight to the clutch in a stripper's car.
I was thinking it was a male stripper, and the clutch is his D in this situation.
Wow, that's
so
not,
it smells
not where
like
I was taking
male
it.
stripper cock.
Yeah, it's a Magic Mike scenario.
Holy shit!
You know what, Karen? I'm going with Adams. I want to switch. So yeah,
that's a stripper's clutch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, happy birthday to all of our Patreon subscribers. I love that we put this much work into something that most of you all are not going to hear, but you are important. Thank you to everyone that supports us. Without you, it doesn't happen. And to get your own birthday shout out, sign up at the Ben level. Patreon.com/Grawlix Saves. As always, it's in the show notes. And yeah, oh God. Okay.
Big thanks to our producer, auditory trash folder, Ron Doyle. And thanks as always to Mike Henderson for your help recording our live show at the Bug Theater. Also, our theme music is by the unhackable Charlie Continental.
You can't hack this guy. It's
nice
impossible.
try. Nice try.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the worst challenge out of the way. What are we doing next episode?
I mean, I've got an idea, guys, for a challenge, but I don't have time to talk about it. Okay? Because I'm just so goddamn busy.
Thinks it might be a clue. Can't
What?
wait. Can't
no,
wait.
I just don't have time for it. We got to get out of here. Come on, yourself, Joey!
And fuck the Supreme Court.
This is a test of the earnestness horn. Had this been an earnest emergency, something else probably would have happened. If I'm being totally earnest, it is quite late. Producer Ron is quite tired, and he doesn't have time for any more shenanigans. Again, this has been a test of the earnestness horn system. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Vern.